What is up, YouTube? It is BB Sports back with another video. In this video, I'm going to be drafting my favorite all-time lineup. This includes a starting five and then the next five off the bench. And in this video, I just want to get this straight. This is my all-time starting five, so you might have a different view of, who your favorite point guard is, who your favorite shooting guard is, who the best point guard or shooting guard is. But for the purpose of this video, I'm going to keep it strictly to who I always like to watch, who my favorites always were. And keep in mind, I'm 20 years old, so, I didn't really watch people back in the 70s. Obviously, I know highlights of them and stuff, but like I've said before, I mean, they're just highlights. So, first off, I'm going to take Steve Nash, um, my favorite point guard of all time. Um, Next, I mean, it's a real easy pick. You got to go with the Michael Jordan. I mean, he's got to be the favorite shooting guard of all time. Um, and then, so now we're gonna go with my favorite small forward of all time. You guys know who this is gonna be. Come on, it's a 2012-2013 LeBron James. Can't get much better than an A three-pointer. Pretty much almost an A everything, or at least an A minus. Yeah, he's just got a B rebounding, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense, and then a B inside defense. So we're gonna take him. Now my favorite power forward of all time, it's really tough because I grew up watching Dirk, I grew up watching Duncan, I grew up watching KG. Obviously, being my hometown team, I gotta go with the KG. And then here's the tough thing: I could go Defensive Player of the Year, Kevin Garnett, or I could go with the MVP KG. Obviously, you got to go MVP KG, so we're going to add him to the team. Second here, and trade him for Per Gunther. Alright, so now my favorite center of all time. So this one was a little tricky, but I think in terms of who I've watched, it's, gotta be Shaq. And alright, so now what do we need? So we're going to start with our backup point guard. And again, I'm going with the same type of player. If I can find, I think I'm way too far back now. Maybe I just skipped over it. Where were they? Right here. Perfect. Is that the best one they have? The overall? Yeah, for sure. So I'm going to go with the 90 overall Stockton. Very much like Steve Nash, where he's tremendous pick and roll passing point guard. I think he's an automatic take for the point guard position. So now we got to take a backup shooting guard. And it's too bad they don't have a more recent version, like the years I'm on, like 07, 08, 08, 09, 09, 2010. But we're going to go with the young Kobe Bryant. It's still 95 overall, but if it was like that, that'd be like a 99 overall KG, damn near. Now my backup small forward position, I wasn't really positive who to take here because I mean there's a lot of small forwards I could take. For example, like a Scottie Pippen. Who else was I was looking at one other, but oh, it was Dominique. Yep. But I how can you go against one of the best three-point shooters of all time? I mean, there's a lot of great ones in the NBA now, but I'm gonna go with Larry Bird. Now my backup power forward position. This one was tough because I could go Dirk, I could go Timmy D, but um, honestly, I always hated watching. Oh yeah, I always hated watching the Spurs. I hated Manu, I hated Tony Parker, I hated Duncan. The older I got, the more I learned to appreciate them actually. But I never ever went against Dirk. You know, I always love to watch Dirk, and is that the most recent they have? Can't believe they don't have the 2010 2011 team to upset the Heat. But we'll take the 90 overall Dirk Nowitzki, 25 years old. And now, what do we need? Just a center. I think gotta go with Kareem. You can't go against Kareem. Well, I mean, probably the best to ever do it, I think, at the center position in terms of just efficiency and everything. Obviously, you know, I didn't watch him, but hard to go against him. So that's gonna do it for my 10 guys. We're gonna save and share this roster, I guess. We'll just do it as favorites. Um, you know, the point of this video, as you see in the title, will be to go 82-0. You know, who knows if it can be done? 2K is always on some bullshit. They'll probably have me lose to like the Lakers or some stupid shit like that. But we're gonna try. I mean, the point of the video here is to just try and do it. You know, I have absolute certainty we will win the the NBA championship. I don't think there's any doubt in my mind that we win the championship, and we probably go 16-0 in the playoffs. But it's just 82 games. It's so long. There's so many teams. Anything could happen. So who could we take out? I mean, just a bad team to take out. I guess, you know, I don't want to beat up on my Timberwolves too much, so I think we'll take them out. Put us. I mean, that's not too tough a conference. Yeah, I don't want to put myself with like take out the Kings or something where I have to play the Warriors 4 times a year, like the Spurs, you know, like stuff like that. So we'll take out the Wolves, and um, yeah, we should be good. I think setup options, everything, 82 games, yeah, solid. Um, where are we? Right here. So we should be set. I'm just gonna double check that rosters are good. I know there's a minimum of 13 players, so we're probably gonna have 3 randoms on the team. Let's do Rasua Butler, Andre Miller, and Rodney Stuckey. All right, Andre Miller, 40 years old. Damn, that's an old Stockton. I guess I didn't really look at the ages on these, but you know, just looking at this team, like how the hell could this team ever lose to like anybody? Um, but 2K is kind of crazy. All right, so they're really going Bird over LeBron, Jordan. That's ridiculous. They're giving Kobe 39 minutes. The hell? All right, so we gotta give Dirk some minutes here. You know, everything should equal. If I just give everyone pretty much 48 minutes, it should be set. Sorry, it's just taking a bit here. And the backup small forward position. Alright, everything should be good. You know, I know LeBron is only getting 22 minutes, which we should definitely switch. Give him 28. That should be good. You know, it'll probably change. But what I'm honestly thinking is the worst. Yeah, well, fuck. What the fuck, 2K? Honestly, that is just absolute bullshit. That I lose by 1 point to the Thunder. But what I was about to say was that worst, I think we go 80-2. if we go 81-1 with a 1-point loss, like I almost hope we lose one more time, just so that our only loss isn't by 1 point. But I just, realistically, how the hell could this team lose? You have Steve, like obviously, I left out Magic, who's obviously one of the best point guards. And now Shaq gets hurt for 8 to 10 weeks, but um, obviously Magic is one of the best point guards of all time. Um, what I truly wish they had was like how my team does, like a prime MVP D Rose. Like that would probably be my favorite point guard of all time, just solely from that year. But they don't put that team in the game, so there's no possible way to get MVP Derrick Rose for like a My League simulator, which is totally fine because Steve Nash overall, like through his career and everything, is my favorite point guard of all time. Stockton's very close second. But if we were going off 1 year, that Derrick Rose was so unbelievably gifted and so unbelievably dominant until he met LeBron in the playoffs, that Derrick Rose would be my favorite point guard of all time. And it's really too bad that everything had to happen to Derrick Rose, because had he not gotten hurt, that he would have had, I think, one of the better NBA careers for a point guard. And, I don't think he would have been able to last as long. I don't think he has a 20-year career or anything, just solely based off how much pressure he would put on his legs and his knees and everything. But, everything happens. And I actually read something the other day where it was saying that when LeBron was in the 2010 free agency, when LeBron was contemplating should I stay, should I go, he actually talked with Dwayne Wade about meeting up in Chicago and playing there. And you see, we go 81-1. But had they played there together, they would have had D Rose at the 1, D Wade at the 2, LeBron at the 3. And I don't know if Chris Bosh would have met up with them. I don't know if they would have had the cap room. Maybe Luol Deng plays the 4, and then Joakim Noah, who was like 4th in MVP voting. Like that team would have won championships year after year after year after year. But moving on, you see Russ drop about 32, 12, and 13. Just unbelievable. Embiid Rookie of the Year, blah, blah. Who really cares? And we lose that one game by 1 point. Damn near give Russ, like, he earned the MVP solely with that game alone. Just beating us. We finally get someone on something. Jordan makes the all-defensive second team. Moving on. I didn't really think about this, but playing the Warriors, we won't play them in the finals. We'll play them in the Western Conference Finals most likely. But no biggie. As you see, we take on OKC, and now we get 4 games. Do we drop one? No, we straight up. Oh my God, Cleveland was the 5 seed? Damn, I wonder if someone was hurt for like a little bit of the year. So we end up sweeping. So we go, 97-1 total for the year. And that's just too bad that we lost that one game by 1 point so early in the year. But anyways, guys, thank you again for watching. Comment who your starting 5. If you want to give me all 10 guys, that'd be great, but who your all-time starting 5 would be. Try and keep it where players play the same position. So, you don't have LeBron at your 4 or your 5. Try and keep LeBron to your 3. But anyways, guys, try this for yourself. Let me know how it goes. Comment. As always, I'll comment back. I appreciate the support you guys always give. And for now, peace.